Alright everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Corpse Party Book of Shadows. Alright, so we're gonna try to apologize, but we already know we can if you play the first game or watch the first game. If I didn't say something to calm her down, Seiko would run off and I knew she wouldn't be by herself right now. So I pulled myself together and tried apologizing to her. But the words... Seiko, I'm so... The words wouldn't come. As soon as I tried to form them, something caught itself in my throat. I found myself unable to breathe and doubled over in a fit. Naomi, are you okay? I'm sorry, Naomi. If I'm bothering you, I'll go. I hate to leave your side, but if that's what you want, I won't argue. Well, you know where she goes, so just go. And you know how Satoshi saves you, so just do that strategy. Seiko. Wait! Seiko ran off into the distance, her figure growing smaller and darker until it vanished altogether. I knew I made an awful, irreversible mistake. The sense of dread I felt moments before had come back full force. I could sense a malevolence within me, an outside hand that made me lash out at Seiko. It felt like something was in my mouth. I have no idea what, but there was definitely something in there. I stuck my finger in and tried to dig it out. My fingers found something and pulled, and out from my throat came large clumps of long black hair. Aw, that's so nasty. I just kept pulling and pulling. I couldn't believe how much there was. The strand stretched all the way from my stomach through my esophagus and into my hands, and even then there was still more to pull. The motion was unnatural and was creating a repulsive sickening sensation along my tonsils. I felt like I was going to throw up again. That is nasty. Where the hell did all this hair come from? Was this all stuck in my throat? It was only a faint notion before, but now I was certain. I was remembering some future event. I didn't know why or how, but I was repeating time. Am I just not allowed to apologize? I could feel a dark will guided me. Someone or something wanted Seiko to be killed in this timeline as well, but I wasn't going to let it happen. Not without a fight. I have to go after her. I have to apologize. I can't leave her alone like this. I ran as quickly as I could in the direction Seiko had gone, but then... a fierce earthquake began shaking the building. It was so violent I couldn't even stay standing. I crouched along the ground waiting for it to pass. Everything was moving and there were sounds of objects crackling and breaking all around me. Glass was shattering, ceiling tiles were raining down upon me. I was scared for my life, so scared, so very, very afraid. I was certain I was going to die. Maybe a big chunk of ceiling would fall on me or the floor would open up at my feet and swallow me whole. I kept wondering how it was going to end. Was I going to be crushed? How badly would it hurt? How long would I go on before I finally died? My head was swimming with all kinds of worst case scenarios, but my body just remained motionless on the ground. I never felt so helpless before. I didn't even care anymore. I'd take any release I could get. Just make it stop. There was no release for me. All I could do was curl up into a ball and pray. I wondered how much time had passed. It could have been only a moment, a few minutes, or even a few hours for all I know. But it did finally end and the dark corridors were silent once more. I gradually loosened my stiff body, uncurling from the floor. Blotches of dust and witches fell from my hair. Some of the finer debris had gotten into my clothing and was crunching around like sand with my every movement. It was not pleasant. I brushed myself off as best as I could and slowly rose to my feet, slapping my skirt in vain to clear away any excess dust. The particles in the air were like a white smoke billowing through the pitch-black hallway. It took me a moment to get my bearings. Once I finally did, though, I almost wished I hadn't. The sight before my eyes instantly washed away what little hope I have had. What? The earthquake had completely caved in part of the floor. It was no longer possible to continue down this hall. No longer possible to trail Seiko. If I had been cowering from the quake only a few feet ahead, I'd be dead for sure, swallowed up into whatever hell lay down there. I knelt down by the edge of the hole and peered within. It was too dark to tell for sure, but if what I thought I saw was correct, then the ceiling of the school were unreasonably high. To make matters worse, it seemed like the floor directly below had fallen out as well. I didn't dare consider just how deep this pit might go. All I knew was I couldn't risk falling into it. Shivering in terror, I pulled myself up. What do I do? Can I get around it? I have to hurry. Do you not play at all in this one? You might not. I really don't know. I definitely had to hurry. If I didn't, Seiko would commit suicide, but there was still time. I was determined not to let it happen, no matter what. I was going to save her. I was going to change her horrible fate. What? So this is how you play this one? You just do like this? I don't know what left is, though, unfortunately. Not sure. Like, how do I... Hold up, what am I doing? Well, apparently I'm saving. Because apparently W is like... How do you go in stuff? Okay, yeah, I got that. Darkening is at 10%, whatever that means. Hold up. Okay, unfortunately I don't remember how I did that, but okay. Okay, there's a large hole in the floor, too big to jump across. Getting to the other side won't be possible from here. Okay, so far it seems like this one is not going to be that great. Okay, we don't want to go in there. Right? Will she say she don't want to go in there? No, she went in. I don't like this place. The infirmary was where I'd been attacked. I didn't want to stay in there any longer than I had to. That horrible sensation of my body being overcome by that hair-like mist was something I never hoped to experience again as long as I lived. All things considered, there's surprising little dust on these beds. No, there isn't. Good. Okay, anything in here? There's a pair of scissors on one of the shelves. Its blades are stained with blood. Okay, so we're pulling like that same stuff. What about this one? There are a large number of bottles lined up on the shelf here. Each one of them seem to be packed tightly with small chunks of unidentified meat, and the smell suggests they've been here for quite a while. There's a photo here. The paper was cracked and warped in various spots, and the picture itself was in black and white. Clearly, this was not a recent photograph. It was just a simple shot of a man looking directly at the camera. It had a formal air to it, as if it had been used for an arranged marriage interview. I wonder who this is. Was he the man who worked at this desk, or a family member, maybe? Well, either way, we searched all we could here. So, let's go to this part of the hall. Oh, so this is where What's-Her-Face got smashed into the wall. There was a mess of blood and trails on the wall as if someone were launched from across the corridor at tremendous speed and splattered on impact. The smell was positively vile. Seiko had commented on it before, but it was really hitting me now. Every breath I took was triggering my gag reflex. It was all I could do not to vomit again. I mean, I don't even see it. Yeah, ain't nothing in here. The door to the science lab is frozen in place. If it's just a decoration on the wall, it can't be opened. Okay, that's nothing new. So that's the science lab door. Okay, yeah. Yep, nothing in here. God, like, look at... Like, is it a waste to just, like, search all these hall spots? As I wandered through the dark corridors, every hair on my body was standing at attention. I had goosebumps from head to toe. It felt like a fog of uneasiness was swirling around me with each step I took. And that fog was growing thicker and thicker to such an extent that I began fearing the darkness might swallow me whole, and I'd cease to exist. I could feel my sanity slipping away. I didn't know how much longer I could hold out, and I was starting to lose patience. I just wanted to get it over with. Fear was like a slime covering my entire being. No matter how much I wiped, I was only squishing it around. It wouldn't come off. It was stuck fast. I'd walked around aimlessly, calling out Seiko's name. By doing so, I think I was able to dull my senses and just barely maintain my grip on reality. Seiko, where are you? Please answer me. I wasn't thinking straight. I want to apologize. Up ahead, I swore I saw a light glinting off of something. It looked, for a moment, like a web of sinewy strings stretched all across the hall. I slowly crept forward until I could confirm that they were, in fact, strands of wire. Gently reached out a finger and touched the closest one. Yow. I pulled my hand away, looking down at it. There was now a very fine, clean slice right on the tip of my finger. Tiny red beads were beginning to form. Those beads just kept getting bigger and bigger as I watched, eventually swelling into one another and forming a single drop of blood. And that drop quickly became too heavy for its purge. It began rending its way down my hand toward my wrist. Piano wire. No, it's a little different. Couldn't believe it had cut so deeply from just that one faint touch. Had it been sharpened? It really stung. If I hadn't noticed those wires strung up across the hall and just kept walking, I shuddered to think of what might have happened. That's not from a malevolent spirit, but from a mere booby trap. Who could have done this? There was definitely a planned malice behind it. I could sense an ill will in the air and began to tremble. Was someone watching me, even at that very moment? Was someone just waiting for me to fall into their trap and die so they could gloat about it? Is someone there? Hey. It was like an unconscious shout. I couldn't control myself. I was scared, and whoever did this was heartless. I couldn't just let it go. Stop this. Please, you're scaring me. Don't do this. These awful things to people. A bevy of negative emotions began swimming through my head. I suddenly realized I was crying. And I knew that this corridor, with its web of razor sharp piano wire, was effectively impassable, at least for the moment. I needed to find some way to cut those wires or some means of disabling the trap. At any rate, I decided to go back the way I came and search the rest of the school for answers. I really do not like this whole search mode thing. Not gonna lie. I mean, which way were the wires? I'm gonna do a save state, but... Were the wires this way? Is that why that thing is grayed like that? Okay, yeah. The wires are right there. So then let's go this way, down this hall. With all the classrooms. The door to classroom 3A is frozen in place. It's just decoration on the wall. It can't be opened. There's a note right here, though. What does it say? I didn't know that was the door. Smudgy blood red lettering reads, "Getting close to the darkness is the way to learn the truth. This whole place is close to darkness after all." Oh, what about this spot? Is that classroom CO2? Can't open it? No, don't seem it. But see, we can't. Actually, you have to manually go in. That's something that I don't like, that you have to do this to move. Like, I can't just click on the door and go in. What's that say? Soul burned by waves of energy, pay tribute to God in this house of Shinozaki. Purified by the flames of hell, judgment passed to the great beyond. The following words were scrawled on the blackboard. Your friend is a traitor, you're going to be killed. Run. This shouldn't have been there. It was on the board when I first got here with Seiko. Somebody had to have written it recently, but why? To create a rift in our friendship? I didn't know if it was a person or a ghost who did this, but whoever it was a terrible thing to do. This was all really starting to get to me. Is somebody in here? Stop harassing me, whoever you are. I can't take this anymore. I just can't. So was that me running out? I didn't even know whom I was angry with, but make no mistake, I was seething. I was probably really close to my breaking point. I ran out of the room, never even pausing to wipe the tears from my eyes. So what, will you not go back in? I wasn't done searching this room. Okay, I'm done searching the room. Look how much freaking stuff there is. Like, if I just want to miss an item, like in the stupid halls. Whatever, though. I'm not going to worry too much about the halls right now. Oh, there's more wire. It's more piano wire. There was yet another piece of piano wire in this room, seemingly razor sharp like the others, but only one. I could avoid it easily with some care. Oh, I think I see two. What's that? What is this thing? In the corner of the room sat an antiquated mechanical device with a lever attached to it. It prominently featured two wheels with the spools of translucent wire coiled around them and projected out toward the ceiling in a perfect tight line. Could this be the source of the poopy wire? Pull the lever? Pull it. That's a pretty big lever. I wonder if it'll even move. The machine was old and the lever was rusted, so it wasn't going to give without a fight. I could rattle it a little, though, so I figured I had a chance. I did it. It's gone. The piano wire, it's gone. So is it gone from all the places, or just in this room? What's that light? There weren't any lights on and the whole school was bathed in darkness, yet in this lone room a small circle of light just kept blinking on and off. It seemed almost as if it would turn on whenever I looked at it and turned off whenever I looked away, or maybe that was just my imagination. But it seemed possible that someone could be trying to get my attention. Is anybody in here? No response. I began to get more and more creeped out with every passing second. At first I thought maybe somebody was watching me, but now I was almost certain of it. As I got closer to the source of the light, the blinking stopped. The light was now fully on. It's a flashlight. And there's a body right there. There's a bleach white skeleton sprawled out here. Judging by height and uniform, it appears to be the remains of a male junior high student. Moving closer, there's a faded school name tag attached to his blazer. Take the flashlight. A flashlight, and it's on. I wonder if this was the source of the blinking light. It then turned steady when I got near, but that just left me with more questions. Maybe it was just low on batteries, and that's why it kept going on and off. That's what I told myself as I picked up the discarded flashlight. Nothing seemed particularly odd about it. It was just your regular run-of-the-mill flashlight, and it really did seem to be low on batteries. I'd have to make sure to use it sparingly, so as not to waste what little energy it had left. The shelves are littered with dead lice. If one to rest on an arm of one of these shelves, there's no telling how many might come along for the ride. There are 3 lines of these scratches in the teacher's podium, all seemingly made by fingernails. What could have happened here? Another note. Listen to your teacher. You're going to die now. Well, luckily, you ain't my teacher. Okay, what the hell? Since I entered the room, I had a bad feeling about it. The silence was almost deafening. There wasn't a single sound to be heard. This room and this room alone felt very different from any other. What's with the picture on the back? Like, the hell? It's full of dirty tissues. It kind of turns the stomach. Best not to look any closer. Best just to walk away. Whoop. Oh, we got a couple dead bodies on the floor. A note on the wall. I ate a student today. I was so hungry, so I had to. Plus, we played rock, paper, scissors, and I lost. I thought I'd lose to an adult, but I didn't. There are two skeleton remains here. Both of them, mostly withered at this point. They seem to have died, huddled up against one another. Both are female and look to be around junior or senior high school age. There's a school name attached to the remains of this one's uniform. Okay, what's with this picture? It's a child's crayon drawing. Very vibrant and colorful. The subject's mouth is open and she seems to be eating a watermelon, perhaps? I don't get where you see the eating of a watermelon. But, whatever. Okay, so all that's left are halls, stairs. But, is this... Did we clear the wire from here, too? So you'll see. If we did, I'm pretty sure that heads to the bathroom, which is where... What happened to Seiko? Help me, please. Somebody help me. Who is that? What? Who? I have no idea who that is. Nakashima, grade 3, room A. Nakashima, grade 3, room A. Please return to class immediately. I don't know. Who, me? You're next. What the hell does that mean? So, class 3A, do I want to go? I mean... It did say right here, didn't it? The door is frozen in place. It did say 3A, didn't it? So my darkening's at 29%, whatever that means. I did not mean to do this. Is the wire gone? It is. But it looks like there's a hole in the floor. Oh, there's this. Some sort of mechanism with a lever attached to it. Pull the lever? Yes. Phew. What a strange contraption. Pulling the lever made a retractable floorboard extend outward over the hole, but also restrung all the piano wire. Had to be careful not to touch any of it. If I even slightly brushed up against a single strand. There are a large hole in the floor here with a single board stretched across, serving as a makeshift bridge. Yes, so I can go upstairs now to the 3rd floor. Oh, maybe not. Another one? Right at the base of the staircase, no less. What a sadistic place to put it. It should be possible to use the stairs, but that piano wire is razor sharp. Best to go slow and take care not to forget about it later on. Yeah, we'll just go up the stairs. Okay, this is an ominously glinting piece of razor sharp piano wire tautly strung across the foot of the stairwell, roughly at neck height. Well, you said I can go up, so go. Well, this is where Seiko hung herself, so let's get on with that. And I don't see anything up there, so it doesn't look like she's here yet. The only thing I can examine is this. Shaky, faded lettering could just barely be made out on the old flyer. Put it out of your mind, don't worry. Eat, laugh, go nuts, let the darkness in. Suddenly I felt a sickness in the pit of my stomach. It was almost unbearable. I felt like I was forgetting something. Something absolutely crucial. Something I was consciously trying to forget, but something had to be remembered no matter what. Yeah, can't do anything here yet. So, boys' room. The boys' room is completely boarded up. It won't be possible to get inside. So, back downstairs, I guess. Yeah, I forgot. I can technically speed up. What, I'm not allowed to go here now? Or do I have to pull the lever again to go back? Is that how it works? The board should be sturdy enough to get you across the other side where some sort of mechanism with a conspicuous lever awaits. Cross over and pull the lever? Yes. Because apparently I wasn't supposed to come here. Just as I thought, the device controlled both the floorboard and the wire trap. It was both, or it was neither. How cool to make a person choose. Okay. And we can go up to the third floor on this side. Okay, yeah, grade 3, room A. I'm from Kizuragi Academy, grade 2-4. Just stop it, please. You got the wrong person. Yeah, let's just go up here. Let's go into the reference room. The door to the reference room is frozen in place. If it's a decoration on the wall, it can't be opened. Of course it can't. It's a decomposing corpse. Judging by height and uniform, this is probably a male senior high student. His school name tag seems to have survived intact, prominently displayed on his now damp and discolored blazer. So we're going down to the first floor, I'm assuming? I mean... No. Yes, go there. Now let's fast forward. There's a large hole in the floor, too big to jump across. Getting to the other side won't be possible from here. So great, what the hell am I supposed to do? Did I go in here at all? Did I go in 1C? Can't remember. Yes. I felt a bad feeling when I entered the room. It was so quiet that my ears hurt from the no noise that I heard anywhere around this strange feeling in here. It hurts. Die. Just die. I'll kill you. Anger. Curse. No hope of rescue. Spill your blood. I can hear somebody whispering. It's like a pomegranate. We're gonna say stage just in case. Did someone draw over it? Fluorescent paint gives me the creeps. Yeah, just leave. I mean, yeah, there's nothing in here. Which makes me think there is something in freaking one of the halls that I have to go to. What was 2A? Okay, that was the one that she ran out of. So are we gonna get another scene out here in this hall again? Shut up, shut up, shut up. It just opened on its own. Come on in. What? Come on in. Oh, I think you're trying to pull me in. Some unknown force lifted me off my feet and pulled me into the classroom. It was so dark in there that I couldn't even see my hands in front of my face. I'm glad you've come. There's no time to lose. The examination is about to begin. Please, remove your jacket. That's a good girl. Now lie down on the bed. Not sure what else to do. I put on the flashlight and pointed in the direction of the creepy voice. Did I fail? Vice Principal. What? Suddenly the classroom was bathed in that familiar faint light and I was alone. Despite what I just heard, every window seemed to be fully intact. God, what next? That darkening is at 51%. See, I don't even know what that darkening is. Door is frozen in place if it's just a decoration. Yeah, so see, apparently she went down to the first floor, but we can't get there because of that. Which means we have to go this way, though. There has to be something up here on the floor, in the hall, that I didn't look at. I think that darkening kills you. Like right here. Is there anything right here? It's apparently okay. It's just the stairs. See, like some of the stuff is just so stupid. Like this. Why can't I just click and go? Yeah, I don't really care about the skeleton stuff. I don't know if I get something like I did in the first game. And why does that look like a classroom right there? Okay, yeah, the boys' room all boarded up. Oh, what to do? I don't know where to go or what to do. No matter how much I wanted, I just couldn't seem to figure out where Seiko had run off to. And I've been teased from the shadows and frightened the whole time I was searching. I couldn't take much more of it. I was losing my mind. When I came back to my senses, I found myself standing in the hallway on the third floor of the school building. I began to doubt myself, to doubt the fated events that lay ahead, or whatever these horrific future memories were. It couldn't actually happen, right? I had no real reason to doubt the things I'd been envisioning, of course, but I kept telling myself it was all just paranoia. I'd experienced deja vu many times in my life. Ever since I was a little girl, it didn't have to mean anything. Someone once told me that deja vu was just the brain recognizing a similar situation from one's past and making a false connection, pulling the wrong file. Please, no more. Please, don't leave me by myself. I basically lost all ability to reason if my mind had been taken over by some outside force. I broke down on the spot and began crying. What's that? A loud sound caught my attention. It sounded like someone kicking a wall. I shot up from the ground as if it were yanked. And as I rose, my brain began recognizing a similar situation from my past. A file was being pulled. No. Sounds of a struggle coming from inside the bathroom stall. It's exactly the same. Well, this woman stop this part. Wait, never mind. It goes on its own. Didn't feel like there was anyone else in here with me, but I sensed a slight movement on the third stall door from the back, as if it were just closed. Yeah, see, it goes on its own. I didn't press anything. So I'm not ending it yet. My bad. My head was racing. I was so nervous. It felt like all the blood in my body was begin flowing in reverse behind this door. Phew. Seiko, where are you? I miss you. Just looking at the news sent a wave of dark feeling through my mind. The specter of death was right in front of me, baring its fangs. If it went too much longer without finding her. The same dull thud echoed again from behind me. Startled, I turned around through the salt. No one was there, so what was I hearing? The wall. There's a breeze coming out from it. I stepped aside and began lightly knocking on the back wall several different spots. It's hollow. Looking closer, the wall did jut out very slightly around that exact spot. Unconsciously, I pushed on it, and a small piece of paneling swung out into the space beyond like a door. It was well hidden, to say the least. Never once would I have guessed there to be a hidden room behind this particular bathroom stall. It's really dark in here. The room was extremely narrow, making it feel longer than it was. You could fit maybe 2 tatami mats on the ground there, end to end. A hole was cut into the floor in the back, outfitted with a ladder leading down into the main school building below. I peered down the hole but could see no sign of a floor, nor the end of the ladder. This thing could lead all the way to ground level or even further. Whether due to pressure, differentials, or the breeze in the air, the secret door suddenly shut itself behind me. That must have been what I was hearing earlier. A wretched smell was wafting up from below, hardly a surprise given where I was. I didn't want to imagine what unspeakable things might await at the bottom of this ladder. But if Seiko had gone this way, I shook off my misgivings and began descending. What kind of noise is that? I wonder if maybe this ladder ended in a garbage dump or something. I stopped in my tracks, seriously considered turning back, but I didn't want to miss something and have to do this again later, so I figured I might as well tough it out and see what I might find at the bottom. I was waffling between my desire to be thorough and my instinct to turn back, but I kept climbing down all the while, holding my breath as much as I could. Sure is wet. If I'm not careful, I might slip. Ew. I'm really glad it's not a garbage dump. I seem to be in a cave-like room with muddy walls and a dirt floor. Looking up, I can see a very faint light coming from the hole I just climbed through, but the whole area was otherwise pitch black. There doesn't seem to be anything to find in here at all. I'm probably just wasting my time. While surveying my surroundings best I could, I attempted to stand up, but that didn't go very well. Ow, what the hell? My ankle had swollen pretty badly and felt like it was on fire. It was the same sprained ankle Seiko had tended earlier. I must have landed on it when I slipped from the ladder, aggravating it further. No, why is this happening? I made another attempt to get up, this time onto my good ankle. If I shifted my weight so the majority of it rested on that leg, maybe I could walk. Ow. No such luck. I wasn't going anywhere. I was stuck in this dark, dank cave where no one would ever find me. With a ladder I couldn't use. My leg had begun going numb and the pain from my ankle was almost unbearable. No, I have to get out of here. I have to. Leaning on the wall for support, I attempted to stand once more, this time holding my sprained ankle in the air as best as I could. I placed both of my hands on the ladder, and it was no use. I couldn't even make the first step. Mustering all my strength, I figured I'd give jumping a try, even if it was only with one leg. But as soon as the other came in contact with the bottom rung of the wet, slippery ladder, I could feel myself turning pale. I was well and truly stuck. This was no joke. I was frantic. I tried climbing the ladder again and again, but just kept finding myself sprawling uncriminalously across the ground. I couldn't even say how many times I challenged those damn rugs. I even searched the walls nearby for another way out, but it was simply no use. Tears were welling up in my eyes uncontrollably. I'm so sorry, Seiko. I can't make it. I can't save you. And then all of a sudden, I sensed a person in front of me. If you want to find your friend, you can't just give up. I'm impressed you made it this far. You've done well. Ooh. It's her. It was a little girl. She was just there, and she spoke to me in a very comforting voice. Then she hugged me tightly as if trying to enshrine my head with her being. There, it'll be alright. I'll let you see her if you'd like. Will you listen to what I have to say? I didn't care who. I didn't care if it was a person or a ghost. I just wanted somebody, anybody, to save Seiko. Good girl. Good girl, that's a good girl. Everything's going to be okay. Painful memories, you see, are the funniest of them all. Jeez. Naomi, you insensitive jerk. No, I shouldn't say that about her. It was my fault. Naomi was just scared, and after what she went through, I don't blame her. She's always been so cheery and so kind. But I brought out all her pain, all her tears. And that's the one thing a friend should never do. A smile suits her face best of all. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Naomi. I'm sorry for making you so sad. I feel so lost without you. It's the same for me, Seiko. Seiko, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I just want us to be together forever. Naomi. But when I'm with you, don't I make you mad? Don't I rub you the wrong way and make things unbearable for you? Of course you don't. That was just me being stubborn and pouting and behaving like a spoiled brat. Seiko approached me with his arms outstretched. She wanted to hug me, and I immediately obliged, without the slightest hesitation. This was Seiko, warm and alive, soft and smelling lovely as usual. I'll never let you go again. Me neither. You'd better not. There's a Japanese-style room over there with tatami mats and everything. We should go sit down and try to calm our nerves a little. A break sounds nice. Let's go. Turtle, stop making noise. Custodian's Club. This is one of those doors that wouldn't open, isn't it? I passed down earlier. I guess. When I came to, I was lying down in this room. I was someplace underground, I think, with no way out, and then I saw a little girl, was it? For the life of me, I can't remember clearly. That's really odd. Maybe you have a guardian angel on your side. Or a ghost. Come on, don't say that. Oh, remember what the spirit told us when we first got here? He said not all ghosts are bad. Not all bad, huh? Seiko calmly opened the door and stepped into the custodian's closet. I could hardly believe this was the same person who got scared out of her mind at the first sight of a ghost only a few hours before. You seem a lot more fearless now than you were when we got here, Seiko, or is that just me? As long as you're around, Naomi, I feel like I've got nothing at all to be scared of. That's all well and good, but just make sure you don't let your guard down, okay? There weren't any working lights on in the custodian closet, but it definitely felt a lot safer in here than it did out in the creepy, creaky hallways. The two of us plopped down next to one another on the tatami for a long while. Neither of us said a word. I guess we weren't sure what to talk about. I'm so glad you're okay, Seiko. You too, Naomi. How's the ankle? Still hurt? I feel like it did really badly for a while there, but it's totally fine at the moment. Glad to hear it. Did you manage to find your paper doll scrap? No, it's still missing. Guess I must have dropped it somewhere else. And finding anything in this place is quite a feat. Yeah, it is. I'm sorry. But when we get back, we can always ask the class rep to perform the ritual again. Then we can get you a replacement. That's true. Once we calmed down a bit, we reached a point where we simply didn't want to leave the room anymore. We had no desire to go back into those halls. So we didn't. We stayed right here where we were a really long time, just chatting endlessly with one another, casual as can be. About class and the festival and our sleepover the previous night. Ordinary, everyday conversation. But then I happened to look over and catch Seiko staring at me. Yeah, totally. Seiko, is something wrong? Huh? No, it's nothing. It was too dark to see Seiko's features in any great detail, but something seemed amiss. It was her face. Was she blushing? Naomi? This is hard for me to say, but, well, what is it? She had an uncharacteristically serious expression on her face and seemed really nervous. What was it? Seiko, what were you trying to tell me? Never you mind. Come on, now my curiosity is killing me. Just spit it out already. Promise you won't laugh. If you don't want me to, then I won't. Okay, because I'm totally serious. My heart skipped a beat. This was just the beginning. How could I have been so dense all this time? Since we have no idea what's going to happen to us in here, there's something I really need to tell you. Okay? Seiko's focus changed. Her gaze was now directly squaring at my lips. Wait, what was this? Will you, kiss me? Huh? She likes Satoshi. I want to kiss you. Why? Because I love you. Well, she loves Satoshi. As a friend, right? No. Seiko didn't say a word. She just shook her head fervently. I was dumbfounded. Was she confessing to me? I hadn't even had a boy confess to me yet. She hung her head low, staring down at her feet. My silence seemed almost like it was causing her physical pain. She looked like she might explode. I couldn't see her face clearly, but I was certain she must have been quivering and blushing from ear to ear. You're serious? I'd marry you if I could. I want to kiss you and hug you too. Turtle, come here. Stop. I get you food after this episode that's going on forever. Sorry I couldn't read those. Forgot it goes automatically. So Naomi's crying for some reason. But I don't know. Before I knew it, I was crying and I had no idea why. Neither do I, because I didn't read what she said. Seiko, I'm sorry, I ran out of the room and just took off down the hall. I still couldn't tell why I was crying. It's like I was scared, or maybe I was happy, or maybe I just lost a friend. Okay, it is going on way too long. I gotta throw down the save and take a break here, because I feel like this is not gonna end, so I'll just have to start from right here. So thank you for watching. Be sure to like the video and subscribe so you know when I upload the next part.